loves the right space. Hey. Welcome to Love's the Right Space. Hey. Love the right. Love the right.
Hey, loves.
Hey, love.
How y'all doing?
Hello. Hey, love.
Hey, loves. Missed y'all.
Yes, as always, we miss you.
Come in the room. From
week to week.
Week
Listen,
to week. Yes.
Guys, we have a very, very big announcement.
Yes, we do.
To make on tonight. We're very excited about it.
Yes.
Hello, hi family. Please hit the tag and share button.
Mm-hmm.
Please share. Type names in the comments. Tag people that you think this announcement would benefit or would love to hear the new announcement. Share in the good news with us on tonight. Please tag. We see you guys coming in the room.
Yes.
We appreciate that.
Hey, fam.
Share.
Hey, sis. Sis. Hey,
hopefully
Mom.
you guys all had a great day today.
Our social media in studio audience. Come on with it. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hello. Thank you for joining in.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining in.
Come on, we just waiting for somebody to come in the room, a couple more people to come in the room, but we're gonna we anxious to make this announcement because we've been like kind of holding this for a few weeks.
Yeah, well, actually almost like a month.
Yeah, right. So we want to, let our audience in on what's transpiring.
Yes, please.
Come on.
Good evening. How you doing, Warren?
Yes. What's going on, Wall?
You are
Jess in the house. What's going on, Jess?
Hey, my Ophelia.
Yes.
Kim, Dana, and Kathy.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Please hit the share
button. Come on.
Hit the share button.
Yes. But before we do that, we just want to say that this is the right spot.
It is the right spot.
You know what I mean?
And we appreciate you guys.
Right.
Listen, this announcement really is for all of us.
Yes.
Because you guys definitely have helped us. Share, propel, support, love on us.
Come on.
To get here.
Right.
So we absolutely thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
We do.
So listen, we're gonna get into the big announcement right now.
Without further ado.
Come
on with it.
Drum roll.
Come on.
Love's TWS will now be a show. It will be an official show.
Come on with it.
On TV.
Yes.
Yay!
Clap it up.
We can hear the applause.
Come on, clap it up. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Come on.
We will now be on a new network. Sorry, guys, trying to fix this necklace. A new network on a new network that is actually owned, operated by none other than Miss Liz Black, from WBLS and WLIB.
Yes.
She has launched out into the deep and created a new network called the Inspired Living Network.
Inspired
Living Network. And we would love for you guys on tonight to do a hashtag Inspired Living Network.
Inspired Living.
Hashtag Loves TWS.
Yes.
Okay. In support of us.
Yes.
So listen, this network will be featured on Roku. It will be streaming on Roku. So many of you have Roku devices. All you would have to do is add the channel to your device.
Right,
and then also it will soon be featured as well on Amazon Fire Stick. So if you own a Fire Stick, you will be able to add the Inspired Living Network to your Fire Stick.
Yes.
And you will be able to watch us and many other people that have decided decided to be a part of this new journey.
Yes.
We are absolutely excited.
We are so excited, and we are just elated.
Yes. And listen, we will still be here for you guys on Wednesdays. Still doing what we normally do, as long as God has allowed us to do it.
Right.
But we really thank God for his favor.
Oh, yes.
We thank God for connections in this season.
Liz
and her
relationships.
team and the account managers that reached out to us and thought that our concept and our brand would be great, and content would be great for the network. So we absolutely appreciate them. They know who they are. We're not going to shout them out because we don't want y'all to be going in the inboxes and DMs.
But we want to also say that we're, as we said before, we started to mention that we are very thankful for our audience.
Yes.
We're very thankful for our followers.
Yes.
And, those that support us, because listen, you motivate us, right?
Yes.
Like you motivate us to go to the next level and to, add more depth to our show. And, we got more coming.
Yes.
So we thank you again from the bottom of our heart.
Yes. So again, we're going to flash our banner, but before we do that, Again, it's Inspired Living Network. Yep.
Loves the right spot.
Yes, thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Zaria.
We seeing the love.
Hashtag Inspired Living Network.
Yes.
Again, it will be on Roku. It will be on Amazon Fire Stick. And also, it will be on Apple and Android phones as an app. As an app.
Come on.
And as you can see here, on the banner, we will be under the section of Daily Living on the Inspired Living Network.
Yes.
Our show will air every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes. So
and be on the lookout for our new commercial coming.
Yes.
We want to have that for you. Come on.
Yes.
Let's do what we do.
We are absolutely excited. Please hit that share button. Please tag.
Yes.
You'll be seeing us do a lot of promotional work in the next couple of days because the actual network, if you go to Roku now, it is there and it's live, but it's still in the testing phase. But the official launch date will be on March 1st. And I believe Love's TWS will be tagged in the virtual launch party.
Yes.
So you guys will get a chance to really see us and everyone else that is on the Liz and everybody else. And we absolutely adore and appreciate her.
Oh,
yes.
Gosh,
yes.
She is Liz. That's all I can say.
Yes.
So we are excited.
Yes.
We very, very much are.
Yes. So thank you guys. I know some of you guys are not used to coming on tonight. We about to get in our topic. We about to start the whole show like we normally do. But we wanted to get this announcement out of the way. Can't see the comments. Wanted to get this announcement out of the way. You know what I'm saying? And in the way.
Yes.
And thank you guys again for all your love and support. Please watch us on Friday nights. Please continue to tune in on Wednesdays so that you can be a part of the show. We absolutely appreciate you all. And we're just excited about what God is doing for us and in our lives.
So now as we get into this, I want to shout out my nobles and my empresses out there. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice to you guys. But we're going to open it up right now to tell you what this episode is about. Let's go. What are we talking about?
So let's start the official.
Let's start the official.
Hey loves.
Hey loves.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for tuning in tonight.
Alonzo. What is this?
This is the right spot.
What is the right spot?
Love is
the right spot.
Yay! Come on.
Love is the right spot.
Come on here.
Thank you guys for joining on tonight. And the topic on tonight, listen, if you've been following us, we've been dealing with Love TKO. We was dealing with not being knocked out by love.
You know what I mean? You gotta stay down a little while, don't jump right back into the ring.
Then we was talking about last week. We was inspired by Molly Music. Molly Music song called Heavy Love. Shout out to Molly Music.
Out to my dude.
Now this week, honey, this week we want y'all to leave that heavy love alone.
Leave the heavy love.
And you know what I'm saying? Or work on it and fix it. You know what I'm saying? And we want you to achieve the goal in your relationship of having Weightless Love. So on tonight,
Weightless Love.
On tonight.
Hold on, come on. Come on now.
On tonight. It is about weightless love on tonight.
Weightless.
Yes. Okay.
Love. Hashtag weightless love.
Yes. Hashtag weightless love. Hashtag Inspired Living Network.
Come on.
Hashtag Love CWS.
Yes.
Hashtag Hey Loves. All right. Loves. So you might be saying, as always, you know how Alonzo and Chanel do, you know, they come up with these crazy kind of little topics and different things like that.
One thing though, because this is what we do. Like, we don't like to come out here and parrot other things for you guys. Right. So we in our pre-production meetings, we like to have genuine and original, perspectives. Yes. That we can kind of give you some practical ways to apply the things we talk about, right?
Yes.
Come on with it.
All right. So let's get into it. Okay. Weightless love. Weightless love means
what it means?
Being without apparent weight, right? Being without apparent weight. And I'm not talking about weight as far as physical weight, okay? Because again, we mentioned that last week and we mentioned that 2 weeks ago.
Right.
We're not talking about body shaming. We're not talking about physical weight. We're not talking about even love weight, which psychologists say it's a good thing per se. If you put on a couple of pounds after you get married, or after you're in a seriously dated relationship and it's transition into engagement, the love, weight piles on or whatever, you start looking a little heavy. We ain't talking about that tonight.
We ain't talking about that.
Right.
Okay.
So Alonzo, let's get into it. Okay. What is weightless love? Weightless love is a love freely given.
Freely given.
No strings attached.
No strings.
No gimmicks.
No gimmicks.
No tricks.
No tricks.
Lightweight.
Lightweight.
Light as a feather.
Light as a feather.
Like the type of love where you say, this person came and lifted me off my feet. This person swept me off my feet. You know what I'm saying? And it's being free from the weight of the world. Okay. And what we mean by being free from the weight of the world is that a lot of times in relationships, even in this time during this pandemic, there are a lot of stressful and burdensome situations that can occur either inside the home or outside of the home.
Either inside or outside.
Right. But if you don't deal with it, right, if you don't know how to release it, if you don't know how to let it go, if you don't know how to work it out,
you know how to,
right, you'll take it out on your spouse. You'll take it out on your children.
Yes,
you'll hold it, for yourself.
Right.
You become physically ill. You become emotionally unstable.
There's a lot going on.
You become mentally challenged. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the weight and pressures of life, you know what I'm saying, of, maybe financial situations, family health challenges, family issues, all of those things, you know what I'm saying, is very weighty. Okay. Very, very, very weighty. So we're not even taking this topic light on tonight, but I'm going to tell you our lyrical lesson, which we'll get into, is Steady Love by India Arie. So y'all stay tuned for the lyrical lesson on tonight. So listen, the feelings from the past, right? It could also be the feelings from the past,
right?
And the feeling of moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be procrastination,
right?
It could be hesitation,
right?
It could be, you know what I'm saying, just the enemy playing a trick in your mind, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be, making you feel sad, making you feel downtrodden, making you feel bad about the situation. And honestly, that could be all an illusion. It could be not actually happening, but you are holding on to it and it's manifesting itself. So then it shows up in your relationship. It shows up in your love. You know what I'm saying? And you push it on your loved one.
Push it on your loved one.
Yes.
Because I'm going to say, like, we dealing with a lot.
Yes.
On a personal level.
Yes.
Like trying to keep ourselves together. Right?
Yes.
And when you have now a weighty situation or circumstance going on in your relationship, in your marriage, in your courting, into getting to know someone, and now you begin to hurt.
Yes.
You know what I mean? When you start to do things and you like, wait, it can't hurt me to help you. So let's go.
That's right. Absolutely. And let me tell you, that is a key statement that our spiritual father used to say all the time. It cannot hurt me to help you. Shout out to Overseer
we got a problem.
He would say it all the time. You know what I'm saying? We got that wisdom for sure. For years and years, we heard that a lot. Okay, but that's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? So we can't even take credit for that line. Okay, so what's the opposite of weightless love? You know what I'm saying? What is the opposite of weightless love? Okay.
What is the opposite?
The opposite of weightless love, for those who may not know or, not sure about what weightless love is. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's heavy love.
Heavy love.
Hefty love.
Hefty.
Weighty love.
Weighty.
Cumbersome love.
Cumbersome.
Difficult love.
Difficult.
Grievous love.
Ooh, grievous.
Burdensome love.
Burdensome.
Stressful love.
Like, could we even add love on the back of
right.
I'm
just saying,
listen, it's a mental thing.
Listen, it is stressful love, and then it could honestly be almost borderline abusive. You know what I'm saying? Right. If it continues, you know what I'm saying, to increase and get very detrimental. You know what I mean? So on tonight, I have the question on the floor, and the question is going on the floor. And if, our virtual studio audience and you out there would join in and answering the question, you know what I'm saying?
Question.
How does your heart weigh love? Now, we talked about this the other week, you know what I'm saying, about checks and balances, about scales. I mean, how is your heart weighing it? You know what I'm saying? Because you want to have peace within your heart, right?
Right.
You want to be able to share your heart. But if your heart is somewhat broken, right?
Somewhat broken.
Because you still have love for the spouse, you still have love for the fiance or the significant other, your partner, whatever the situation is. And at the same token, it's like, but how they're treating me, you know what I'm saying? Or the things that they're adding on to the relationship, or the things they keep bringing home to me, or the things that they keep, putting out in the atmosphere.
Right.
It's very heavy. And I'm trying to find a way of escape, right? I'm trying to find a lifting, right? In it or whatever. I'm trying to get back to the state that you might once have had, which may have been weightless love. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that is really the ultimate goal, that you want to achieve. It's just such a freeing situation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we have that, you know what I'm saying? Yes. And we work hard towards maintaining it. Yes.
Right. So again, this is a lot.
Yes.
Now, because then you got to deal with, okay, why am I allowing?
Yes.
Right. The significant other.
Yes.
Or the person in my life to weigh me down.
Yes, absolutely.
Is there something in me?
Yes.
That is passive.
Yes.
Enough to allow certain things to happen in a relationship, and then
absolutely,
how do I change that?
Yeah, so that's a good question. We would love to see what you guys say in the comments so far that have been a part of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So next question on the floor that we would like to pose to you all is that, are you in a weightless love relationship? Now that you know what it is, now that you know what it's not, right. Can you sit and assess right now? You know what I'm saying? Can you sit and ponder? Can you sit and think about? You know what I'm saying? Right. Am I in a weightless relationship?
This
is it healthy?
Right, because now some people out there starting to think about the things that from the inception of your relationship, that you have to deal with. And some of you have gotten past major hurdles.
Right.
And we salute you for that.
Absolutely.
Right. And you didn't give up. You stuck it out. You went through it. But you learned to let it go. Somewhere along the line, right? You had to learn to say, hey, is it really worth carrying all of this? Or do we need to unpack?
Honey, or do we need
unload,
to what?
Or just go somewhere and just drop it off.
Do we need to reassess? Right, but we're gonna get there. I think
I'm getting a little bit ahead.
Yeah, you get a little bit ahead. All right. Because you ready to drop it all, but we don't say that. You know what I'm saying? I would say as marriage influencers, because that's what we call ourselves.
Yes.
Marriage influencers. Again, this is our opinion. This is our wisdom. This is our knowledge and understanding. Right. You know what I'm saying on this topic.
Yes.
We do not consider ourselves professionals, but we have definitely been through a lot of of things in our 14 years of marriage, with the exception, as we always say, of infidelity and other challenges, right? So again, the question was, are you in a weightless love relationship? I pray and hope so. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not, then hopefully, you know, on tonight we can help you. You know what I'm saying?
Because we need to get some steps out here.
Absolutely. We're gonna get to the 3 points. We're gonna get there. So listen, I know someone is probably thinking like, okay, what does she mean by weightless? Because weightless can actually mean, you know, also that it has no value. And we're not saying that. We're not saying that. Be in a relationship that has no value. We're not saying don't be in a relationship that is flaky. We're not saying be in a relationship that is shallow, right? We're not saying be in a relationship that has the inability to weather storms and challenges. We're not talking about that type of weightless, you know what I'm saying? Like you were suspended in the air, you know, jumping out of an airplane and you just, you know, had zero gravity. We're not talking about that because we want you to have gravity. We want you to have gravity, and we definitely want you to have some weight in the relationship, but it needs to not be heavyweight, as we said last week. It doesn't need to be burdensome weight. It doesn't need to be stressful or drama-full weight. Okay. That is not the type of love
let me tell you
that you really want.
That you really want. But let me tell you something. Drama in a relationship is like sun in the morning.
Honey?
Because it's so easy to disagree.
Yeah.
You know, but I think really a lot of times we have to practice resolution.
Yes.
Because hey, trouble gonna come.
Absolutely.
But listen, what you gonna do?
Yeah, what you gonna do?
You gonna run?
Right. Well, you definitely can't run. You definitely can't run. And let me tell you, at Love CWS, we are not advocates. We have put it out there before, but we will say it again.
Right.
If you are married, if you are a married couple, we are not advocates for divorce. Okay. If you are a couple that is in the process of engagement, we admonish you to get some counseling, okay? Whether it's from your pastors, your spiritual leader, or actually relationship coach, or you know that type of counseling. Please have it before you decide to say I do, right? And then if you are, you know, single, or if you are just dating, you know what I'm saying, in the process of courting someone or courting people, take the time to know you know what I'm saying, and know yourself. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying, and have an introspective moment, because all of these things are things you kind of need to know about so that you can achieve, you know what I'm saying, a great relationship, you know what I'm saying, and really have that goal, you know what I'm saying, of having a weightless love, a steady love, a beautiful love. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get us wrong. We're not saying, and we're not disillusional, okay, that you're not going to go through trials and tribulations, that you're not going to be, you're not going to have to weather storms. You're going to have all of those. You may have challenges with children. You may have challenges financially. You may have challenges with employment. You may have challenges with your health. You may have challenges with location, all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? But if you really love each other, again, going back to that eros love that we talked about in a previous episode, going back to that agape love, you know what I'm saying? That strength, that love strength is going to help you endure. You know what I'm saying? Help you endure through all of those things. You know what I'm saying? And you'll do it together, like we always say.
Like, and you honestly have to be open to the fact that you're strong in some areas.
That's right. That's right.
And you're also weak in some areas.
Absolutely.
That doesn't make you less of a person.
Whew.
That just makes you human. Honestly. I can say that again. You are strong in some areas, but you are also weak in some areas.
Yes.
That doesn't make you less of a person.
Whew, that's a good point.
Make you human.
That's a good point. So that leads us into what I was going to say next.
Yes.
Don't lose yourself.
Don't lose
yourself.
Come on.
Don't lose yourself.
Yes.
To the weight of love. Okay. I want y'all to put that in the comments.
Don't lose yourself to the weight.
Don't lose yourself to the weight of love. Okay.
So love has some things with it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So,
listen. Luther said,
what did he say?
Love has truly been good to me.
Been good.
Huh?
Come on here, Luke.
Even
Big Luther.
Right, Big Luther. Right. But he said, even in a sad day.
Even in a sad day.
Huh?
Come on here. Woo. Man,
Listen.
We was in here listening to Luther, what, last night?
Right.
We was going,
right.
Like every song is a hit. Come on, Luke. It's ridiculous.
R.I.P. to the
Shout
late great.
To the late great.
Luther Vandross.
Come on. Okay?
So every I'm just saying, don't lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? To the weight of love. You know what I'm saying? No, listen. So come on. If you allow it, you know what I'm saying? If you allow it, it will take over, right? It will
come over and take over your life.
What?
So where you don't no longer see yourself.
What? Absolutely. Sir.
Come on.
You talking on tonight, okay?
Who am I? Who am I out in these streets?
And it will make you feel, but honestly, it will make you feel, if you have a weighty love relationship,
your own friends start not to recognize,
and it will make you feel like you're losing your mind. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. That's another Luther Vandross song. What? I think I'm going out of my head. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to do.
We even got
we gotta do a lyrical for Luther Vandross. But listen, you don't want that type of love to make you think that you spinning out of your mind. And you going crazy and all of these things, having hallucinations and all of this stuff. That is not of God. We're not advocating for that.
Honestly, what you're trying to do, you're trying to really get to a place in your relationship where you can be free.
That's right.
But now the journey to that place, man.
But love is free.
Love
is free anyway because God is love. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
My thing is, again, you still have to always have that 3-chord circle. You still always have to have God in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Of your relationship, of your marriage, of you getting to become engaged. You know what I'm saying? Or in the seriously dating process.
Yes.
Because you do need guidance. You need some spiritual guidance.
That spiritual part of it is definitely
absolutely
because that's gonna have you tripping. It's a weighty.
What? And it's gonna help. And honestly, we ain't even trying to go there, but it's gonna help you discern some things. It's gonna help you see some things before you even. You know what I'm saying? So you'll know.
That's that bob and weaving.
What? And you'll know how much baggage the person really has coming in. You know what I'm saying? You'll understand how much weight from their past that they're still carrying that can affect the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And then it's up to you to decide if you are up for the challenge, now, right? To do the work.
So now this is the thing. Like this is a lot of times I see and I think happens so far too often.
Yes.
That that there are things with your significant other or this person that you think you want to take it to the next level with. But you try to brush it under the rug.
Yes.
And say, you know what, we gonna be okay.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Right.
The devil is a liar.
That's right.
You can't not deal with or confront that thing because then it's gonna just bloom and blossom at the wrong time.
Well, we're gonna get into that, right?
Let's go.
Again, if you allow it to take over,
if you allow it.
Because it is not healthy,
right?
It can become toxic, right? So how many of you out there have been in a toxic relationship, is currently in one? You know what I'm saying? And you just trying to figure it out. You holding on, now, holding on for comfortability, holding on for because it's a pandemic and financially you're not stable.
You don't see a way of escape.
You don't see a way of escape.
Man.
I don't know, but that's a good question. You know what I'm saying? Again, anything that's toxic, we already know it's going to harm you. It's going to do some form of damage. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to eat away.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. It's eating away slowly.
And you don't want to have that if you can avoid it.
If you can.
You know what I'm saying? But again, God always can heal your hurt, but you have to be willing to turn that over to him. But sometimes you don't have to experience it. I know we hear the saying all the time. Experience is a good teacher. Right. But listen, you can learn from others' mistakes. Okay. You can learn from our mistakes if you're observant, right? On. And then you don't have to experience it at all. You know what I'm saying? You can say, listen, I remember so-and-so said, or I watched this clip and they said this and I don't want to experience that or whatever. I want to save myself.
Absolutely.
I want to save myself.
Absolutely. You want to learn. You don't have to touch the fire to get burned.
You don't. You don't. And listen, and we even posted about that this week. Yes. Listen, a lot of weightless things can be very dangerous. Fire is one. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Fire has no weight, but it can be very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. So at the end of the day, you want to make sure, what I'm saying, that you have no toxicity in your life in regards to weight. You know what I'm saying? In regards to love, in regards to your relationship, again, because it's supposed to be loving. You know what I'm saying? Even in the good times and the bad times, it's still supposed to be loving. You're supposed to be able to find that.
Right, well, it is. You was gonna go to the good time.
Oh goodness.
And the bad times.
Oh goodness. I'll be by your side. Right. Exactly. That's it. That's it. Because again, steady love is the lyrical lesson on tonight, though. All right. So
I'm telling somebody.
Okay. So when you're in a relationship that is stressful, okay, it will constantly create disagreements, distance,
disconnections,
distractedness, becoming withdrawn,
so,
no affection and drama. So go ahead, you can talk about these.
No, I'm just saying, like, because the whole idea of being companions is that there are times where you would have hoped that you have moments that are extended, that you really can confide in one another, that you really can say, you know what, I'm not at the place I once was, and I'm thankful that you're in my life.
Something had to happen, though.
Now, hold on. But I'm just saying, reaching that state of attitude where you realize that this person is in your life for a purpose, and that now the connection that you two have is not for naught. When you come to that place, it's like, I ain't playing no more.
That's right.
I now have to really sit back and realize that, wait, I got to put the work in.
Oh my goodness.
Because no other way is it's going to solve itself unless I put the work in. And that's a challenge for most of us. We don't want to do no work.
That's the whole thing. We
don't want to do no work.
Listen, you think that it's going to happen overnight.
Right.
But if the weights have been in a relationship for a very, very long time, okay, it started out as 5 pounds. Okay.
5 pounds.
And then it increased to 10 pounds.
Wait a minute.
And then it got to 20, right? And then it got to 40, 50, whatever. And most of us, you know what I'm saying? No shade. I mean, we can't lift that much.
Wait a minute. Now, see, hold on. I just caught something. In the physical. Now, you watch my 600-pound life. Hold up.
Ooh, wait a minute.
They didn't start out 600 pounds.
No, they did not.
It didn't happen overnight.
No, they did not.
Before they knew it.
Right.
It was hard to get out the bed.
Yes. And
this happens also in weighty relationships. Wait a minute, like, what is this day going to look like?
Yes, and you know what I mean? We posted about that this week on our social media. Choose your heart. Hashtag choose your heart. It's hard to lose weight, and it's hard to gain weight. You know what I mean? Being overweight. It's hard to be overweight, right? So it's like choose your heart. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. So again, it's the same thing in the relationship. Choose your heart. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Is it okay to walk around the house and not speak to each other?
Okay.
Is it okay not to have intimacy, not to engage each other, not to be cordial with each other because it's so weighty, you walking around on eggshells?
See, and come on.
Or is it harder, you know what I'm saying, or is it better to start a conversation, suggest counseling, you know what I'm saying? Go, you know what I'm saying? Revisit some things, rekindle your love, whatever has happened. But again, choose your hardness, because sometimes it's hard for y'all to communicate with your spouse or your partner.
Now, real quick, when you just hit on that. Now, everyone doesn't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
They have all the thoughts in their mind. They have all the feelings and emotional reasoning that they can, kind of act out during the days and the weeks, right? But when it comes down to sitting and eloquently talking about why the relationship is where it is, we struggle. We struggle. And I think a lot of times we think we got to express everything in one sitting. Because we wait so long to talk that it's so heavy now.
So it's all bundled up, right?
Right. So
and then you just have an explosive moment, okay?
Now it's crazy.
You have an explosive moment, you know what I'm saying? And then you're bringing up things from the past that happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
Talk,
but it's not a good thing, because now it's all piled on. Piled on. Okay. And that's not even what y'all dealing with right now. That's not even the weight of what you're dealing with right now. Because the weight could be something simple. It could have been something that happened at your husband's job. He brought it home to you, or whatever the case may be. He carried it in the house. It could be the wife's way of dealing with the children all day. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a lot of different things. But then now you adding and it's festering and it's building up. So now you have this whole big argument. You know what I'm saying? You have this whole big disagreement. That's right. To set it off.
Broke the camera's
That's right. To set it off.
Like, oh my God.
Listen.
You didn't take the garbage. Like, it could be, you'd be like, nah, this is not about that.
Yes.
What is this about?
What is it? What is it really about? Right. And again, that goes back to having that level of discernment, being able to tune in, and also knowing your partner. And again, going back to a previous episode, knowing your partner's love language a little bit. We'll get into more of that in future episodes, God willing.
That's very important.
So listen, guys, stay tuned. We're getting ready to do our cooperative economic spotlight on tonight.
Yes.
And of course, it is the fabulous Susie Q's Childish Glow. Go out and support, guys, if you have not. Sister.
Yes. Treat yourself.
Yes.
Shout out Susie Q. Yes. Come on. Economic spotlight for the month of February. Come on, let's do it. Yes.
Yes, loves. Yes. Welcome back. Come on. So listen, again, we're talking about weightless love, right? Weightless love. How to achieve it. What is it? Why are we talking about it on tonight, right? So the question on the floor is, is this relationship, is this relationship worth the amount of work required to achieve weightless love?
Come on.
Okay.
Yes.
Is the relationship worth?
Is it worth
the amount of work?
Come on.
Required to achieve weightless love? Okay. So that's the question on the floor.
Is it really worth your time?
Well, I would say for married couples,
effort. Now, of course, like, come on.
Right.
If you're already in a committed or married, marriage relationship, then wait, we got to come to the table.
Absolutely.
We got to,
I would hope so.
What are we doing? Because we can walk around here like strangers all day.
No.
But why?
We don't want Tamia. We don't want there's a stranger in my house.
You know what I'm saying? Who am I sleeping next to?
And I'm trying to figure out. We don't want that situation.
You ain't the person that you used to be.
Right. So
we didn't talk about that.
Right. So that's it. Again, effective communication. Communication. Now, normally you can tell, again, we're talking about signs now. Again, you can tell if it's a weighty relationship, right? And not a weightless love relationship. When you guys have a disagreement or you have an argument or a misunderstanding that normal couples would have, but instead in your relationship, you don't drop it. You don't let it go. You know what I'm saying? You let it still linger. You let it still fester. And then you develop a situation like our sister Jasmine Sullivan song says, "Let it burn." Okay. Let it burn, and listen, I'm gonna tell y'all on tonight.
Come on.
Don't let it burn. Don't let it burn. Okay. Don't let it burn. And what we're talking about in reference to letting it burn is let it burn means like you'll say something like if the person has done something to you or you're experiencing weighty love in your relationship, you'll say, well, I'm going to let them see how it feels.
Because now you want them to experience what you experienced. I'm they walking around like ain't nothing wrong.
Exactly. I'm gonna treat them like they treat me.
Come on.
Wait a minute.
Is it right?
No. Too wrong.
Too wrong.
Now
you on the right spot. We
don't make it.
Two wrongs don't make it right.
Oh, what is it again? The right spot.
The right.
Right. Hashtag the right spot. Listen. Two wrongs. Never. Absolutely. Never makes it right. Never makes it right. What it actually does is it will allow it will eventually allow it to backfire. Okay. It will backfire.
Because we on it like, man, like, wait, you think you slick.
Right.
You want to be this type of person, right? But I'm gonna show you. Now what happened is let me give you some juice right here. What happened is you allow the person to take you out of your character.
That's right.
Because now you're doing things that you know, you wouldn't accept anyone else to do.
That's right.
And you weren't raised like that.
That's right. You know but not even the fact that you wasn't raised like that. That's a good point that you said that you develop because depending on how long you've been in a relationship with the person, you develop, you know what I'm saying, some of the things, you know what I'm saying, that the other spouse does, you know what I'm saying? And then you gonna say, well, you know what? I'm gonna be just like you. I'm gonna act just like you or whatever. But that doesn't create a peaceful atmosphere, right? That doesn't create a peaceful environment.
I can never be like Chanel.
That's right.
No matter how hard I try. I said, wait a minute. I'm not you.
Right.
So I can't even go with that whole whatever. I'm just telling you right now. Listen, wait, let's slow down. Let me give you my perspective. Yes, and then we can mingle.
I love you, baby. But
you know what I'm saying? We can mingle.
And listen, I can't be like him because my husband is very, very patient. He is very patient, okay? And he will sit and he will listen and he will try to reason with you and all of that. And sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got that. I ain't got that for you. I ain't got that for you. You know what I'm saying?
Honey.
Listen, and I can't even give you. Really?
No, I'm just not.
Okay. I can't even give it to you sometimes because not because I don't have empathy. Not because I don't have empathy. Not because I'm not understanding. Not because I can't show compassion. But sometimes it's like, all right, stop wallowing in your sorrow. Stop wallowing in your situation.
Because now
let's make a change and pick it up.
Because you need that yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I might be too patient on something. She's like, well, you need to confront that.
That's right.
And I'm like, really?
Yes.
I should do that?
Yes.
Okay, let me do that then. I'm gonna confront it.
Yes.
Now and then on the flip, I say, wait a minute, you need to slow your roll, babe.
Yes, you do.
You're too aggressive.
And let me tell you,
so you got to be able to,
But let me tell you, so hashtag boom pow, right? Explosive love, explosive love, right? What that means is that again, we always say 100 and 100. So with that, with that being said. We glean from each other.
We do.
We are absolutely opposites, and we have learned from each other in the 14 years of us being married. We have learned to complement each other's differences and all of that. So he definitely has the ability. But you have the ability to help calm me down, and I have the ability to sometimes help you say, you know what, it's okay. It's okay to have positive confrontation. Okay,
it's okay to have
not negative. Not negative. It's okay.
Come on, Bree, laughing.
That's okay.
Whatever.
So again, the next. Listen, don't let it burn. Don't let it burn.
We feel you.
Right. Don't let it burn. Okay.
Don't let it
because
burn.
Eventually,
like
right? No. I'm talking about Jasmine Sullivan. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't let it burn. Eventually, it will backfire on you. Right.
Yes.
It doesn't give room. Okay, listen, it does not leave room for it doesn't leave room for negotiation.
Ooh.
It does not leave room for negotiation because then wait, let me hold on. Because what happens is it adds tension to an already weighty situation.
Now, see what I was going to say when you mentioned that word negotiation. Like you said, it already adds to a weighty situation if you cannot negotiate together.
That's right.
And that's more or less diplomacy, right? But like when you now become an interrogator, right? So you don't negotiate, you interrogate. Now, let me tell you something. We went through a smooth season of that, because you got to now know, like, sometimes how you're approaching the subject at hand. Yes. You're coming in almost like a lawyer. Yes. Right? Like you like on the stage, you raise your right hand, so and so. And where were you on a night of 12, 15, so and so. And you be like, wait a minute, am I being interrogated? Yes. What's going on around here? Yes. Why am I being interrogated when we should be negotiating? Yes. Yeah. Like, come on. Yes. Like, we got to get to that point where you understand like the difference between interrogation and negotiation.
No, and I agree with that. Yeah. So that's a good point on. We learned past past that.
We got to get past that.
We absolutely learned not to do that to each other. Yep. And that has been a great thing. You know what I'm saying? That we have been able to get past that. Shout out to Pastor Reed, my pastor on tonight.
Yeah, shout out to
y'all. Again, weighty love, right? Yeah. You keep harping on it.
You keep harping on it.
You keep carrying it. Okay.
Something non-negotiable.
And that's a good point. That's where we're going right now.
That's where we're going.
Okay. And it becomes the norm.
The norm.
Okay.
So the norm. Like the way you negotiate?
No.
Like in a relationship?
Just your atmosphere in general. Okay. It becomes a normal living atmosphere, a normal culture, in your relationship. Okay.
Come on, facts.
You don't even listen. At one point in time, you went from you started out with puppy love. Then it went to weightless love. Everything was, oh, you my boo, you my this, my that, everything is good. Then you in the rose love. You're in the rose garden. Y'all married now. Everything is so good. And then it shifts. Okay. Then you start again adding the weights. You know what I'm saying?
What happened?
Adding weights onto it. Okay. And then you never remove the weights. Okay. The weights are still sitting on the bench. It is parked. It is still sitting on the weightlifting bench. That is a problem. Okay, that is a problem.
Now, when you underneath them weights, and you can't lift it, you need somebody to spot you.
It's a struggle. That's right.
But what if that person walks away? But you're done.
This is what we're talking about. The spouse is not going to spot you. The spouse is not going to help uplift you because one, their feelings are hurt. You know what I'm saying? They can't get past. You know what I'm saying?
They can't get past.
Some of these things or whatever the case may be, or all of that stuff. So it's like it's a normal living environment. It's a normal atmosphere within your house. You know what I'm saying, or within your relationship.
Right.
And again, you have to work towards reversing that culture. Right. You know what I'm saying.
And also, really quick before we move on, but you want to make sure that you're not your own worst enemy.
Yes.
In this, because sometimes we live in our heads, and sometimes you making up stuff that ain't really
well, we talked about that.
It ain't really there. It's an illusion.
Listen, we talked about that. We talked about that a little while ago.
Come on with it.
Yeah, because again, a lot of it can become mental. Right. It can become a mental affair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something that you are concocting in your mind. You know what I'm saying? And it may not even be exist. It may be something really small and minute, and you're acting like it was something huge and big. Okay, so again, that adds negative weight to the relationship. Okay, so
come on.
With that being said, two other questions. Okay, does the person make you feel good when you're around them? Right. Ooh. Okay. Do you all bring out the worst in each other or the best in each other?
That's going back to Jill whenever you're around.
Yes. Yes. Right. So y'all gotta go back and watch that. Watch the episode. Where are you? Go back and watch that. Right.
Come on.
So assess your relationship. Right.
Assess your relationship.
That's why I asked those questions.
Right.
Assess your relationship. Okay. Right. It should not continue. Again, we said it earlier.
Come on.
To hurt you. You know what I'm saying? While loving on the person or being in love with the person, right? Or being in love with your spouse. It shouldn't, okay?
It shouldn't do it.
You have to take a step back, you know what I'm saying, and decide to put yourself first.
Right.
Okay. Right. Again, put your life jacket on. Put the airplane.
Drop down.
Yeah, put the mask on. You can't save nobody
else if you
put the mask on.
Right.
Save yourself.
Right.
Build yourself back up. Okay. Right. And then with you still being married.
With you still being
engaged. Okay. after you're strong enough, you know what I'm saying, to confront, have effective communication, then you have to sit down and table it. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to put a plan together, right? Then you have to seek counseling, you know what I'm saying? Or ask for help, you know, outside help or influence.
Let me tell you, we got some life coaches on here tonight. We have people that are actually dedicating their life and their career to assisting and servicing others.
That's right.
So we want to just take this moment in time to say that there's nothing wrong with counseling.
It's nothing. Or therapy.
Therapy.
That's right.
Let me tell you, to be sane in a world like this is almost a miracle.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you something. If you need to go and sit on somebody's couch and you need to have a conversation, listen, because it's better than talking to Kiki and Poo Poo and Red Red, because they're not going to have no quality information to give you. So if you need someone of a professional status to listen and really analyze why you keep going through cycles, you got to do that.
Right. So again, work on communicate to your partner, to your spouse.
Come on.
If the other person does not want to compromise, again, go to counseling, absolutely seek help.
Absolutely.
Go to therapy. Okay. Try to work through the weightiness. Again, the vows you have taken, especially for the married couples, the vows that you have taken before God, it means a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? That you can't just throw in the towel. You can't give up. You just can't say, you know, I'm going to walk away from this, because prayerfully you have invested time in this love. You know, prayerfully you have invested time in this relationship.
Right. Now, and, you know, kind of to close the segment, basically, I always say kind of, you know, you have to look at ourselves in the mirror.
Yes.
And the hard part of looking at yourself in the mirror, that you see yourself, but you also see what's behind you.
Yes.
Right? You see what's over your shoulder. You see some things that you went through. You see some scars. You see some wounds. You see some things. So it's hard to sometimes deal with ourselves. But if we don't do that, family, we cannot move forward.
Yes. So before we get into our 3 points on tonight, we're going to go into our lyrical lesson. And our lyrical lesson on tonight comes from the beautiful Miss India Irene. This episode was inspired by her song, Steady Love.
Steady Love.
Yes.
Come on, Miss India.
Yes.
Irene.
Steady love.
Let's
All
go.
right, Steady Love.
Steady
so,
love.
okay, again, the song says, ooh, steady love, right?
Come on.
She says, the way he looks at me when he holds my hand, right?
The way he looks at me.
Right. When he holds my hand. Right.
Come on.
He wants everyone to know I'm his woman.
Right.
And he is my man. Right. Again, so we talked about this earlier, that Weightless Love has no gimmicks. It has no tricks, right? You're not coming into it hidden. It's not a secret, you know, situation. We can talk about anything. Okay. We can, so the lyric says we can talk about anything. That's effective communication. That's what we were talking about on tonight, right?
Come on.
He's got nothing to hide.
He's got nothing.
She has nothing to hide, right? Okay. He's not afraid of his feelings.
Ooh.
She's not afraid of her feelings. He's not a slave to his pride. She's not a slave to her pride. Wow. So that's what the lyrics are saying in the song. Okay. He's giving me love, or she's giving me love.
Love. Come on.
So steady.
So steady.
He touches my heart, or she touches my heart. Now I'm ready. Ready to receive weightless love,
to
right?
Receive weightless.
Right.
Love. Come on.
He touches my soul, or she touches my soul and my spirit. He's giving me love.
Right.
So steady.
So steady.
Love me.
Love me.
So steady.
So steady.
Again, so that is the goal, you know what I'm saying, that we want to achieve, you know what I'm saying, on tonight. And we're about to get into the 3 points, right?
Steady.
So listen, steady love. Steady love, right? So weightless love is going to allow you to achieve steady love, right?
You to get to that place.
3 points, right?
Come on.
Point number 1, reserve and preserve your love and energy, right?
Reserve and preserve.
Yes.
Your
love
and
energy.
And energy.
Don't continue
Don't continue.
2, don't continue to drain yourself.
Wow.
Don't continue to do that.
Some of us, a lot of us,
yeah,
have been drained.
Yes.
And we are now working.
Yes.
On an empty tank.
Yes. Listen, we
looking for things that no one else can provide.
Yes.
But God.
That's right.
And the focus on yourself.
Yes. And we told and the fact that you said, but God, again, the scripture tells us to lay aside every weight. You know what I'm saying? Again, cast your cares upon him. You know what I'm saying? His burden makes your burdens easy and his burdens are light. You know what I'm saying? So with all of that being said, you know what I'm saying? That's where you're going to get the lightness. So again, you have to include, you know what I'm saying, God in the relationship, right?
Yes.
Okay. Number 2. Your love. Whew, now this one right here is a serious one.
Come on.
Your love
is
not a burden.
It's not a burden.
I want y'all to hear that.
Wow.
Your love is not a burden. Okay.
Wow.
You have to come to that realization. Okay. If the person, if the spouse or whoever feels like your love is a burden, or they making it seem like your love is a burden, then you have to look back and say, okay, am I loving this person really more than I'm loving myself? Am I trying to love so hard that it's compensating for the other person's lack
of love?
Yes.
So you're giving your 85 so-called percent, which we say always 100, 100.
Right, and they
but
give
you might
it
not
20.
be to 100,
and they
but
give
you
it
on
20.
like 85 and they on like 6.
Right. No, it's 20.
6.
15. Okay, I ain't gonna say 6. But anyway.
It's bad.
Yes, it's bad. Right. So again, 100 of you, 100 of him.
100
makes 200.
Come on.
Explosive love.
Right.
Boom pow. That's what that means. Right.
Come on.
Okay. And then last point on tonight.
Last point.
Create a steady, consistent, new level of love. New level of love that will support, become more intimate, become more free, become more light. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And continue to learn. What your love is not. Okay. Ooh. What your love is not.
I think we need to repeat that last point.
Okay. Continue to learn.
What
your love is not.
What your love is not.
Right. Because if you know your love and you know your love language and you know the love of self, you're not going to allow anyone to put on a different type of love, you know what I'm saying, on you or give it to you or, you know, reflect upon, you know, on yourself, on you rather.
Right.
So again, know what your love is not, right? And continue to achieve a love that is weightless and that it is steady. Yes.
Now, when you go to those new levels in love,
yes.
Now understand that every new level, there's a new language and that y'all guys got to come together and agree.
That's right.
How you're going to talk to each other going forward.
Yes.
Because the old stuff is past.
Yes.
Come on with it.
So listen, loves, we hope that you guys enjoyed this episode on tonight.
Weightless love.
Weightless love.
Let's go.
You know, hashtag. Loves TWS. Hey loves. Inspired Living Network. Hashtag Inspired Living Network. And
come on.
Listen, you have now reached.
You have just been
to the right spot. Remember. Love is always the right spot. Peace and love.
Be inspired.
Yes.
And be encouraged.
To be great.
Love
you guys.
Peace and love.
Welcome to Love's the Right Hey. Love the right. Love the right.